Essentially cornered by the guy who's going to animate the main event.
I tell you, I once fought a title eliminator fight after cornering two guys, and I was knackered. So fair play. Kick off the glove touch. Interesting. Oi.
That just tells us Lotito is not here to play.
He needs to keep that left hand up and watch for that overhand right.
That was a low shot.
He acknowledges it, and again, I always like that. If there is an inadvertent foul caught, holding his hands up, apologising, obviously didn't mean that at all, and we've got ourselves a 5-minute break. It seems fine, but I always tell my guys, like, whenever you feel like you're ready to go again, give yourself an extra 10, 15, 25 seconds. For any of the women in the audience, I can tell you that type of pain comes in waves.
I agree, and I'm of the same idea. If you feel like you're ready, you should take at least one more minute to just assess the situation and fully recover, because your ego tells you to get back into battle, but you want to take your time in those situations.
Stiff jab.
The sound of Lotito's shot.
Oh!
Nice overhand!
He's trying to recover here. Trying to recover hard. These are massive shots. He's still defending himself well, but he's taking these.
Heavy ground and pound by Libraro.
If he survives this, it'll be a miracle, because that is a big, big shot.
That shot just put him out, and he's now just beginning to come by. Lotito is doing his best to recover. He's still defending himself, going off of instincts right now.
He's doing the right thing, which is to close the distance, close the space, and make sure there's not a lot of space for these big shots to rain down. You see the grip control from the top, really interesting for the ground and pound, controlling the wrist so that the shot's free to actually land on the head. And in complete survival mode at the moment.
Libraro, I think, has made a mistake by allowing Lotito to close the distance, as you said. He's allowing his opponent to recover. He's not striking him, and now Lotito is back on his feet. We don't know the conditions he's in, but he's back on his feet, and he was on the ground essentially senseless. So that was a mistake on Libraro's part, in my opinion.
Heart for days. Oh, what a terrible position, because now, look, he's got the choice of getting back into it, knowing his opponent's hurt, or taking a little respite and actually riding that groin shot out.
I think his corner helped him to make that decision by saying, I don't care, I couldn't care less, just get back into the fight. So we have a clear idea on Libraro's corner's intentions. They know Lotito's hurt, and they want to hurt him some more. But in my opinion, Libraro wasted a chance now, and Lotito is, again, dangerous and standing on his feet.
Lotito needs to keep that left hand up, please. Left hand, stay by your jaw. There it is. You see what I'm saying, man? He's just wading forward, and that left hand is nowhere to be seen to defend himself.
He's inviting Libraro to strike him with the right cross, and Libraro's having big success with it. Now they both look drained. Oh, nice overhand again.
This guy has heart for days. Heart for days.
Absolutely no takedown defense by Libraro whatsoever, but let's just praise Lotito's heart. As you said, he was rocked throughout the whole fight, throughout the whole first round, and then he just found a way to get a takedown, just rushing through his opponent at the end of the round. Or try to just edge out the decision and hope that the judges didn't see a 10-8 round, but that to me could have been a 10-8 round. I didn't like the way Libraro didn't defend the last takedown at all. He just allowed Lotito to get the takedown. That could tell us that he's a bit tired, maybe. Let's see how he behaves on the fence.
Yeah, and if I was Rafael Federico in between those two rounds, I would have literally taped his glove to his head to make sure that he doesn't drop that left hand and down again.
Nice judo trip by Libraro off of the fence. That is something we see high-level fighters do as well. It's becoming more and more popular in high-level MMA.
Now, Lotito has shown a decent half-guard attempt in the first round. The only reason I think he didn't get it in that first round was because he was so rocked. So now It'll be interesting to see if he can actually make that half guard work. If he can get his knees underneath him. He wants to stop grabbing the knee and just build up and get his belly button to the floor, knees underneath him, and drive.
I like the way Libraro's holding Lotito's right arm with his left whizzer, and he's just pushing Lotito into the ground and smashing him against the fence and just keeping the pressure on him and forcing him to carry his weight while also hitting him with some important ground and pound.
Yeah, I mean, that's Lotito basically saying, okay, you've got a good grappling position, but this isn't grappling, mate. This is MMA. I'm just going to stop you doing your thing and smash you to pieces with this left hand. We have no idea how well recovered the man on the bottom really is.
I agree, and we also see that Libraro is taking his time and maybe recovering some energy that he had wasted in the first round, because he's not exerting, he's not struggling a lot, but he's exerting a lot of pressure. He's not expending a lot of energy, in my opinion, right now. But he's on top, and he's controlling his opponent, and he's forcing him to get up, and then he's taking him back down, and he's annoying him with ground and pound shots. So he's having an excellent second round, in my opinion.
Yeah, arguably this is as close to the perfect fight. I
agree.
So, let's say you've hurt your opponent. What would you suggest that he needs to do next? Like, if you know that your opponent's compromised, like, do you look for a finish? Like, what are you looking for?
Honestly, in my honest opinion, what's a very underestimated move in MMA is just asking for the opponent to get back up on his feet. Because if the opponent is hurt on the ground and you close distance with him, you give him a chance to feel your body, and even just going off of instincts, maybe recover a guard, which is what we have seen in the first round. If you just stand back up and ask the referee to stand the opponent up, the opponent has to get up. If he doesn't get up, he's out because he cannot respond to the referee. And if he gets back up, you have a hurt opponent in front of you, and you can go to town with the striking again, which presumably is what you hurt him with in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, they might have had a little bit of an adrenaline spike, and how's that going to affect them moving forward?
I agree. That's certainly a factor to keep in mind during their fight. But again, that's just You gotta give them compliments for what they're doing. They're cornering their fighter. They're not leaving him alone, even if they have a fight coming up. That's commendable.
Knee to the head's an illegal move.
I like the fact that Libraro just doesn't take any breaks. Low blows, knees to the head, he just doesn't care. He's willing to rush forward. He's found a way to hurt Lotito, and he's gonna hurt him up until the end of the fight if he's given the chance.
These guys have both given so much to this fight.
Nice knee by Libraro.
Both wearing the fatigue. The crowd is so behind the people in the cage. You love to see it. You love to see an educated audience, a passionate audience, an audience that are willing these athletes on.
Nice shot!
Big shot.
This has got to be it. How can Lotito survive this?
Oh my God, he's going for a knee bar. Could you imagine?
Again, no way. For a second there, I thought he was getting a knee bar.
He's back to his feet. What a crazy fight.
They're both staring at each other. A touch of gloves now.
It's just a battle of wills.
And they're ready to go to town again. I like that Libraro tried to mix it up a little bit by going with a cross to the body.
Yep.
But I think his best bet right now is just spamming the right cross, because Lotito looks like he's got no answer for it. Here it goes again.
There is no quitting Lotito.
What a fight.
What a fight.
What a fight. What a fight indeed.
You can just see the lactic in both of these guys. And Lotito still willing to push through that fire, been supremely tested.
You know how sometimes you say you don't teach heart? This is what you want to see. These two athletes are clearly not exceptionally conditioned, but they have heart for days, and that's the one thing they are running on right now.
Absolutely.
The referee is calling for more action.
Nice.
Nice takedown attempt.
body lock, gamba in mezzo, chiudi la body lock.
No, the MMA team here in Unanimous and Bolzano is fairly new, so it's cool to see these guys testing their skills.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what's also cool to see is Rafael and Alex being sort of...
Great fight, guys, great fight.
Great fight, great fight. What I was saying is it's cool to see Rafael and Alex carrying what they've learned from their European experience and taking that experience and taking it back to their hometown and carrying it, passing it on to their students in Yanesian. As entertaining as this.
Decisione unanime. Michele Libraro!
It was only ever going to go one way in that decision. An incredibly well-earned decision for Libraro there.